U.S. Olympic swimmer and native of Auburn is accusing her former swim coach of sexual abuse.
Ariana Kukors says it happened at the pool she trained at right here in Washington State. We're joined by John Hopperstead now. She's coming forward to help other potential victims.
Yeah, this is coming at kind of a watershed moment for our country. You know, a lot of sexual abusers and assaulters are being held accountable now for their crimes. We're talking Hollywood to U.S. Gymnastic Olympics, where sports doctor Larry Nassar abused hundreds of girls. He's going to prison for the rest of his life. We are not naming this coach, though, in this case yet because he has not been charged. But we can tell you that according to the Associated Press, Department of Homeland Security searched this coach's Seattle home, including computers in that home. And they tell us their top priority right now in all cases involving alleged online child exploitation is identifying any possible minor victims. Now, Ariana Kukors is from Auburn. She was an Olympian for the USA swimming team back in 2012. She recently went to Des Moines police with these allegations, and they opened an investigation into that local coach who she says sexually abused her for 5 years as a teenager at the Mount Rainier pool. Kukors says after years of therapy, she only recently realized exactly what had happened to her, and she says she specifically wants to share her story for other kids. In a statement, she says, not for the sake of you knowing my story, but for the little girls and boys whose lives and future hangs in the grasp of a horribly powerful and manipulative person, that they may not have to go through the same pain, trauma, horror, and abuse, that their parents, mentors, and guardians are better able to spot the signs of grooming and realize it's a tragic consequences before it's too late. At this point, of course, police say there's no evidence to suggest there were any other victims in this case, but this coach we're talking about did leave a Southern California program where he trained young women in the U.S. team in 2010 after speculation that he was sexually involved with the swimmer. He has denied that, but the Department of Homeland Security is asking anyone with relevant information or who may be victims themselves to come forward. This investigation just getting underway now, so they're not saying there are other victims, but they're definitely looking into it.
And it's something you have to think about.